Hey guys, it's here from DifferenceInSkill, bringing you guys episode 6 of HerO Plays Randoms on Beyond. As you can see, I'm playing Gold Paladin deck. I'm going to be playing a Pelennor build because Special Duke Dragon is basically just open with grade 1, Vortimer, ride it, do I have 2 open counterblast, use Spectral Duke's ability, win game. So, I'd rather not play such an autopilot deck, and I'll play a slightly less autopilot deck in the form of Pelennor. Also, I think Pelennor is just a little bit more fun because of its suspense factor when you're checking the top 3 with Spring Breeze, or you're checking the top with Vivian, and you're just like, will I get Pelennor? And then you don't, because you know I'm bad at this game, and then I'm just like, oh, okay. So he rides, he's using a Mega Colony, the Giraffe Ride Chain, so he gets straight his grade 2 to his hand, similar to Full Bow and Blaster Dark Ride Chain. So he calls a Stealth Millipede behind. He attacks with the thing, Phantom Black. Here you go, the AK booster for Mega Colony. I don't have any 5Ks. I don't really want to give him a 10K, so I just let it go. And then I have to let this one go too because his Vanguard's also AK, and like a skillful player, he gets a critical hit, critical trigger, and I check 2 Lopiers. So I'm already looking good so far in this game. 3 damage in 1 turn. It's pretty decent. Attack with my Bowman, boosted by a Spring Breeze. He no guards. I check a Vivian. Would have been nice to have that right now, but you know, too late. He's getting ahead of himself there. Trying to deciding if I was going to use Spring Breeze or not, but I ended up not using it because he was only a grade 1 Vanguard, and at the moment I already have a Dendrain and 2 Lopiers out of the deck, so it's not worth searching for a Dendrain at this point in time, especially when I only run 3 Dendrains. So I was just going to hold on if I could get a Pelennor. So he gets a draw trigger because he's a good player, but I get a critical trigger, so I counter his skillfulness. And since he hit with his Vanguard, my Spring Breeze can't stand, which is a bit of a misplay on my part because I actually didn't realize that's what I did because I'm bad and I don't read cards. But now I'm just going to ride Garmor, Counterblast 2, and get a free card. And then I'm going to Soul Blast 1 and get more free cards. So like I said, you know, GP, good deck. I'm going to call a Vivian out, and then I'm going to call... Actually, that's it. That's all I'm going to call. So I'm attacking for 15 already because of my limit break. So I'm attacking for 15k with no boost. I get a draw trigger, put the power on the Vivian, and then I check, and I get a Boomin. Oh no, sorry, I draw Boomin, and then I attack, and I check the mark. And now I put the power on the Vivian, so the Vivian's attacking for 20k, so he actually needs 15k shield if he wants to block this. I'm just going to find out if he does, and if not, then the Vivian's effect goes off. He's not going to, okay, so I can use Vivian's effect, and I'm going to get a trigger because I'm good at this game. And I'm going to end my turn. Yeah, so I'm being at 4 damage already, with 2 heal triggers out. It's not very good. He also rides Martial Arts Mutant Master Beetle, so he's actually not at, wait, he is at 11k yet. So he's at 11k Vanguard, so that heal trigger that I just called is just basically going to be useless because I don't have any 11k rear guards, and it hit 16 on. So I guard for 15, nothing happens, and he attacks my Vivian, which I'll gladly give to him because the Vivian was just hitting 15 on an 11k, and that was just going to be bad. So he graciously took out the Vivian for me. He's going to end his turn. He's going to stand and draw. Call a Bowman on the side here. And then I'm going to retire the heal trigger, like I said. I'm going to call Dendrains and Bowmans. Dendrains and Bowmans everywhere. So I'm attacking with Garmor for 20. On his 11. It's not better than 15 on his 11. And he's debating the guard. I mean, all he has to do is throw 15 out for 2 to pass. Which is exactly what he will do. Yes, he throws 15 out. Alright, so I check the drive trigger and get absolutely nothing. Just kidding, I get a heal because I'm good at this game. So I get the heal. I actually lagged a bit during this. I actually checked also a crit, but I just put it on top and shuffled my deck, so it's not a big deal. So I got the heal. I put the power on this on one of the Bowmans. I attack with the Bowman that doesn't have the power first, because as we know that's good play. Actually I attack his rear guard. Oh yes, okay, so I attack the reason why I attack his rear guard is because I noticed that he doesn't have another rear guard on the side, right? So that means that he doesn't have rear guards, he simply doesn't have attacking rear guards. So if I take out the attacking rear guard that he has, then he'll be left without attacking rear guard, which means I'll have to guard less. So that's why he actually bothered to throw me the 10 out when I attacked it with Bowman, the first Bowman with no power. So see, at this point, had I attacked his Vanguard with the Bowman, he would have had the rear guard on the side and probably put the Hercules Beetle on the other side. Now Hercules Beetle can hit anything on my field without any booster, so that would have been an extra 5k shield that I would have had to throw down. So basically, just through smart play and looking at my opponent's field, I saved myself 5k shield. So yeah. So he attacks my Vanguard, stand and draw. I believe he... oh no, it's all good. So I attack for 20 once again. He doesn't guard, and I get a Gareth and a Gareth, and he damage checks a Hercules. So I'm going to use Spring Breeze ability now, so I'm going to bind everything in my hand, check the top 3. 2. Oh my goodness, I'm good at this game, I get Palinor. So I'll put everything else to the bottom, unbind my hand. Ditch the draw trigger, don't need that, and then I re-ride. Pelennor, now at this point, I could attack his Vanguard, but then I would need a trigger, and he'd probably just guard for 5 for 2 to pass. So I was like, I'll just attack his rear guard. Like, once again, he has no rear guard, so he's just going to let it through. And I check a Gigantic Destroy and a critical trigger, so I do get a trigger off that twin drive once again. So I'm hitting for a 21 crit 2, which is forcing out a 15k shield from his hand. But, you know, since he doesn't have rear guards, then what other thing would you have but triggers as well, right? So should be able to guard this. And he does, as expected, he guards it with the 10k shield and the 5k shield, all triggers as expected. And then I'm just going to swing for a 16, just going to need a 10 to block that one, or he can take it. He's going to take it. And I end my turn, he stands and he draws. And he is going to... I'm going to call Evil Shell Shogun Giraffa, which is the grade 3. It's going to call it on the side. He still has 6 cards in his hand, which is pretty good. I mean, I do have 8, but that's because I just got Palinor off, and I'm stupid. Turn drives are good. So he attacks with his, so he calls another grade 1 up front. So like I said, he has no attacking rear guards. I guess he did have a booster, or he drew into it, or whatever. So he uses Master Beetle's Limit Break, and he actually misplays by wanting to, what's the term called? Like bind, I guess? He wanted to like, okay, basically what Mutant Beetle's Limit Break is, he can counterblast 3 when he attacks, and he can choose 2 rear guards, and those can't stand during my next turn. Now he chose a Bowman that's up front, so I could just intercept with it, and that way I can call the other Bowman in my hand and still be able to attack, right? So I did get kind of misplay there, which was unfortunate for him, but he should have called just the both Dindrains on the back. Then, I mean, your Vanguard is 11k. If you kill my boosters, if you don't allow my boosters to stand, then all I have are 2 10k vanillas that can't hit your Vanguard. But he decides not to, so I don't know. That's just a misplay, I guess. So I swing for 18 on his 11. He guards for 15, 2 to pass. So I check Gigantic Destroyer, just what I need. Excellent, 2 grade 3s, just what I needed. Just what I needed to win this game. My attack is grade 3. Basically, it doesn't really make too much of a difference whether attack is grade 3 or is grade 1, because neither can intercept. You know, but whatever, the attack is grade 3. And like, as you know, he's forced to just give me the 5Ks because he just doesn't have any attacking rear guards. So I attack for 16 on his 11. And he's gonna have to give me 10k, which he does. And it's his turn now. So at this point, I'm looking at my hand. I have 3 grade 3s, which is basically 1 for perfect guard fodder. a 10k and my 2 intercepts. So what I should probably do this next turn is intercept with both my bowmans so I can get rid of these grade 3s and just use them to attack. So I'm going to give him a perfect guard. I'm going to ditch the Pelennor. Because at this point it's the least useful grade 3. I mean, I could ride Garmor perhaps to get something, or I could use Gigantic Destroyer because it allows to hit the Vanguard by itself. So I intercept with the bowman, like I said, and I'm just forced to take this next one because I'm out of shield. Because he did get a critical on the right side Giraffa. So I have to give him 15 for that last attack. So now he's debating what to attack. He's going to attack my Vanguard. I'm just going to have to let it go. Oh, I do get a draw trigger though. Really useful draw trigger. Allow me to get that extra 10k shield in my hand. Ends his turn. I stand and draw. And so I'm going to ride Garmor. Now here I ride Garmor. Okay, or not. Yes, I do. Come on, ride it already. I think I'm just double checking Pellennor's effect, but yes, I do ride. I'm fairly sure I ride Garmor. Come on, just ride it. I ride Garmor, thinking that I have Bowmans left in my deck, because according to me, I'd only gone through 3, but it turns out I forgot the one that I'd ridden, and I only had. I'd used all 4. So he was nice enough. Void Z was nice enough to let me take it back, and I was gonna call a Slagle Dagger and then just create. What the heck was I doing with the Slagle Dagger? I wasn't doing nothing. So I was looking at the Gigantic Destroyer and then it was out Slagle Dagger. Oh, but then I didn't have any counterblast to make it 21k anyway, so that wouldn't have gone anywhere anyway. So I end up undoing it. He's kind enough to let me do it, so I just end up calling the Garmor on the side for a 16k column. So I'm attacking with my rear guard first because at this point he's at 5 damage. He has a few cards in hand, so I'm gonna use Pellennor's Limit Break. Yeah, -2. And then I add the plus 5k behind Vanguard and on the Dindrain. So I'm attacking for 23. He's gonna have to let it through, and I check Calopier, and to finish things off on a good note, critical trigger. And that's the game. Okay. So yeah, that was me playing Gold Paladin. Good deck. Thank you guys for watching this here at DifferenceInSkill, and don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you guys. HerO's out.